About the minorities. Look, yes, we Oromos fought for ourselves because we know what subjugation is. We believe in self-rule in our homeland and a shared rule in the collective federation. We don't want to rule over Afar. We don't want to interfere with Afari internal affairs or Somali internal affairs. I will fight and die for you if somebody from Oromo want to colonize you. Because I know how detrimental colonialism has been to our people. The reason, today in Ethiopia I'm public enemy number 1. I did not steal from anybody. I didn't take anybody's wife. I did nothing. You know why? Because those who want to restore a dominant system, those who want to exploit the Afar resource, the Oromia resource, the Somali resource, the Walaita resource, they see me as a roadblock. Because I refuse to compromise. I will never compromise. A true freedom fighter, whether he's Somali, Afar, Sidama, will never compromise on the right of the nation and nationality of the Ethiopia to govern themselves and to have a fair share in the federal system. This is very important. Look, I always say the conflict in Ethiopia is largely a struggle between the 3 large groups. It is because of that the historical outcome. The Ethiopia we envision, the Horn of Africa we envision is where everyone, every nation, large and small, exercise full self-rule and also have a fair share of wealth and power in the federal system. That is the Oromo position. That has been the Oromo position from day one. It is the Oromo position today. It is an Oromo position to the future. We stand with our people. On the Afar-Somali conflict, one of the saddest, the most meaningless, the stupidest conflict in that area is the conflict between Afar and Somali and Oromo. Let me ask you, our Afar and Somali brothers, what the hell do you fight over? There is nothing. I will tell you, I've been there. Somalis and Afars, they are nomads in that area. The most lucrative business in the area is contraband. You know who runs it? TPLF generals. Somebody makes big money, you fight over leftover. It's shameful. It is shameful on Somali and Afar leadership. It is shameful on the Oromo federal leadership. They should have been intervening. They should have been punishing any mercenary from Somali or Afar area who instigates this kind of conflict. It is shameful in the era where Oromos have captured the central power that our brothers, people who have been subjugated with us, are fighting. It is painful. It is very shameful for Oromo, Somali, Afar leaders to actually face their people unless this kind of skirmish and conflict stop. That's why I spent the first 3-4 months of my return to Ethiopia tirelessly working to restore peace between Somali and Oromo. Today, from Moyale to Bordede, there is no conflict between Oromo and Somali. Somali and Oromo have returned to their homes. But that's not enough. That's not enough. We have to work hard to integrate them economically. My wish and my dream is for the whole of Horn of Africa areas to become economically integrated. Let me tell you one sad story. The whole Somalia, has the largest coastal line probably in Africa, which means huge fish resource. Ethiopia has one of the largest Orthodox community who eat fish during their fasting. But we import it from Vietnam. We import fish from Vietnam and Norway. You know where that fish comes? The Vietnamese exploit it from Somali waters. You see? The trade between us and Kenya is $8 million. Can you believe this? How little that is? So we have to make sure, first we restore peace. Then we work on strong economic integration. Because without economic integration, there will be no lasting peace. So definitely the Somali-Afar conflict, we will do our best, not only to stop it, but to make sure it never happens again. If it recurs, it's shame on us. The Somali regional affairs. Our position is in every part of Ethiopia there has to be free and fair election. My advice to our Somali brothers, don't bring your internal affairs to Oromos. Don't. Don't take it to anywhere. Somali unity is the only guarantee for Somali rights in Ethiopia elsewhere. We are your brothers, but we are outsiders to Somali internal affairs. We might come and mediate if you invite us. But my advice, do not wash your dirty laundry outside Somali region. Sit together. Sit together. That has been my advice to NLF leadership, to Mustafa, to everyone. Sit together. Establish a council. You have magnificent elders. Very knowledgeable elders. I've dealt with them. They helped us stop one of the bloodiest conflict. They can stop. They can help you share power among yourself. You have been ruled by Abdile for 20 years. For God's sake. How you Democrats who fought for freedom can't live together, can't share power. Look, something like 60-70% of Somali region budget used to go to TPLF generals. Today it's staying inside. Share that. Allah created the land for all of us. Don't fight over it. You know, when I was growing up, I used to hear Somali region to be this dry desert. I went there this year. It was one of the most fertile land. There is a starvation, drought, and so on in Somali region because of mismanagement and corruption. So what I advise our Somali brothers from all party, all clans, is sit down, don't come to us. Sit down among yourself. Debate. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. It's working for us. Trust me, it will work for you. If you go to different groups, even to us, people will always want to take advantage from you. People want to divide and rule you. People want to pit you against each other. You don't want to do that. Somalia unity is the only guarantee for preserving Somali interest, advancing Somali interest in Ethiopia and beyond. So my plea is, look, as federalists, as Democrats, we will stand with you for free and fair election. But we will never intervene in Somali internal affairs. Somali internal affairs is a business of Somali leadership.